to. Jesus Christ came and proclaimed peace to you who were far off, and peace to those who were near. For through him both have access in our spirit to one Father, to the Father. So then you are no longer strangers, but you are citizens with the saints and also members of the household of God, built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, with Christ Jesus himself as the cornerstone. In him the whole structure is joined together and grows into a holy temple in the Lord, in whom you are also built together spiritually into a dwelling place with God.
Visit. Harwich, it says, is a revelation. It's been a prettier Captain Pugwash kind of a port town for centuries, it says. Its little peninsula at the mouth of the rivers Orwell and Stour is still packed with 18th, 17th and even 16th century buildings, like the delightful Guildhall, that makes it more like Rye or Lymington.
So we are going to sing now the Harwich hymn, Through Your Good Grace. Unfortunately, it's not quite made it into the hymn books yet. So if you have a hymn book, I'm sure you'll be very welcome to hum along. So let's stand to sing, those of us who have the words in front of us. Through your good grace, our town remains.
As the chairman of the Harwich Society, right, I've got a folder here, so I'm going to read it. Excuse me. Thank you for coming to help us celebrate our 50th anniversary. I particularly want to thank our honoured guests who are here, and Very nice of you to come all this way up to Harwich. It's a very special occasion for the Society. I want to also convey my sincere thanks to Harwich Town Council for organising the civic service. It's a great honour. We were overwhelmed when we learned the council's intention was to grant us a civic service, and then even more overwhelmed to find out we were going to process behind the mace, the 17th century mace. What an honour. I mean, the three officers are there. I mean, I won't forget. I found that brilliant. It's the people who started the Society 50 years ago we really should try and remember. Winifred Cooper's one. Springs to mind. Andy Russell was another one for years and years. There's been 5 chairmen, and there's a picture of the 5 chairmen behind me. I'm the 5th for my sins. But it was 50 years ago, a small group of Harwich residents came together to form the Society. Unfortunately, none of those original ones are still here with us today, but I'm sure if they're looking down on us, they will be very pleased to see what we've been doing. We now have over 2,000 members, and I must admit I'm extremely proud to be a member of the Harwich Society and of Harwich. However, the Society only exists to pay tribute to Harwich itself, and it's because we're all so proud of historic Harwich that the Harwich Society is so active, effective and achieves so much. And this is thanks to our unpaid volunteers, of which there are too many to mention. And they all love Harwich in the area we live in. There is a saying that's appeared in a lot of our publicity, and it's as true today as it was when it was first written. It's not about whether you live in Harwich, it's whether Harwich lives in you. Yeah? And there is no doubt that Harwich lives in every single one of our volunteers. It would be impossible to list all of the tasks carried out by our members to enable the Harwich Society to function, but every single task completed makes a genuine impact, and every member adds to the ability of the Society to make a difference. Our 2,000 members make up the large supporting cast to the star of the show. And the star of the show, of course, is Historic Harwich. Thank you. That's all I want to say. Enjoy the buffet. I'm going to...
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Harwich Society, I've all but lost my voice actually, so I'm not going to say very much, but there's something we really should do. I think we should toast the health of the Harwich Society. Before I do, I just want to say what a wonderful address that Bishop Roger gave. Really moving, I found that. And I loved the extract from The Guardian. And it did... It made me think, we were up here recently for the Essex Heritage Trust meeting, and actually we sailed up here because we were really meant to be on holiday. And in fact, everybody said, well, you could put your boat in Halfpenny Quay, but if the wind's in the west, it's not advisable. Of course, the wind was in the west, so we had to go over to Shotley Marina, and which actually was fine, and we got the ferry across, but then, of course, then there was a problem, we couldn't get back. So, oh dear, we had to stay in the pier, which was, of course, marvellous. And it was packed with people who had obviously, you know, come from London, actually, and I think perhaps they'd read that extract in the Guardian. And I was fascinated to see the mix of people coming, and then the next day there were people off from Holland, I think, and all sorts of people wandering around the town, come off a ship. And, oh gosh, there's so much to say about Harwich. It's a special, special place. And congratulations to the Essex Heritage. What do you call yourself?
I almost forgot.
Can we
Yes.
raise our glasses and our cups of tea?
Harwich Society.